this star labs test product line. So maybe I will use this test product line only, and
Yes, yes.
inside
You can
this,
get one dummy array set if you want for this particular.
okay. So what I will do, I will first of all go and remove those configuration flows that are not relevant now for now. So
Yeah, you can
I'll
just
keep
enable.
only that start and end one, right?
Yes, yes. Only one is fine.
So product family, list, test product line, test model, configuration flows. So inactive, and this also active. Okay. So I'll go and create first of all an array set attribute, array attribute.
Yeah,
How do you call it? Array set attribute or array attribute? Like
it's
what to
just an
call?
array attribute.
Okay. Array set comes by default when we say array attribute.
Yes. It
Okay.
is like without array set, array attribute can't exist.
Okay. Fine.
It can exist in the attributes list, but not on the UI.
Got it. Okay. So I will create it at product line level only. Is it fine?
Yeah, you can create it example.
Okay. So I'll go product line. First of all, I need to create a normal attribute. So I'll say array array attribute for
Treat this
this
as parts array set, part, part quantity, part price, something like that. You can use if you want.
parts quantity price array attribute, and there was a name for that controller. Why I am making this like this? Okay. Underscore PL. This will be data type as text, and this attribute type will be. In this case, you pinged me this text, right?
Simply text attributes.
Okay, so I'll keep it as text only, and then
Uh,
uh, add.
no, this is your array controller, na? Which
Yes.
attribute you are creating?
Sorry. Integer. Yes, right. Integer and text field. Yes. Add, and then array control attribute you have to select as yes,
Yes.
and then apply. Update and new. Now this will be parts, not controller, but this will be, so this will be a normal array attribute with array type selected as checkbox, and but this will be, let's say, for parts only. So I will say for parts array attribute underscore PL, add, this is okay. Then next will be quantity underscore P. This will also be array type, and this will be in float, right? Quantity can be in float, and yes, this looks okay. Add a new, and finally will be price underscore PL array type, and this will also be float. And okay, add a new. And now controller I'm using only for one, right? Okay, yes, this is wrong. So yes, this is wrong. So I need to delete this.
Yeah. There is one more option, but it is better not to use it. You can change the label name.
But the variable name will still remain the same, right? Uh,
Yeah, that's why I don't like that specific.
yeah, so I'll say price array attribute. Thanks for correcting. Yeah, that is.
No problem.
I hate wrong naming convention. That is my first focus.
You should be very patient then. In real-time projects, I come across a lot of disgusting variable names.
And I tend to do refactoring from scratch, and I create a new project for that. So because when I see those things, right, I don't like at all, and it it is not helpful for anyone. I think so. It's not only
Yes,
for me, but
yes,
uh,
yes. It will like if someone wants to debug in future, it will make the work harder for them.
yeah, I don't know why people do this, but okay. So this is done. Add a new price array attribute. Okay, all this is done. Now there will be list array set. So I need to create an array set. Click on add, and this will be uh, parts, part, quantity, price array set underscore PL. Size attribute will be controller. Display type will be vertical, and add. And I need to do the final step where I need to associate all this and apply, update. Okay, now I need to put these things into the layout, which is the model layout, configuration flows, and this start and end node, desktop, add attributes, configurable attributes, product line, configurable array sets. Okay, save, uh, deploy. Okay, it's done. To home, Star Labs, test product line. Okay, perfect. So I can see this parts attribute, array attribute, quantity array attribute, and price array attribute. And these are my uh, hmm. So now what this particular array attribute, right?
Yes, yes, yes. So you can
And
do one thing. So you can keep that whatever the data I gave, that string. So you can create a text area attribute and you can place it. above your array set so that you can use it in the rule input it has.
For now, what I will do is I will. So now I'm just telling you my thought process. Then you can tell me if I'm right or wrong. Okay.
Yes,
So since this I need to set the value, of course I
yes,
will use recommendation rule because
yes,
that is used to set the values. Uh,
yes,
and now because this attribute itself is there at the product line level, so I'll
mhm,
create the recommendation rule at the product line level.
yeah. Or you can create it.
At the I can also create at the product family level also because that will also be visible. But if I
No,
create a model, or it's vice versa, like I can create at the model level also, and it will, yes, it's vice versa. Okay. So child can access the rules from parent level.
uh, not exactly. Let me tell that. So right now you created attributes at product line level, right?
I create product line, yes, correct.
So these attributes are accessible in product line level and model level. No?
Product line level and model level, yes. Okay,
Yeah. So if you write a rule at product family level, you can't get hold of these attributes to
correct,
use it.
correct.
Yeah.
So it's better to use at the model level only, test model.
Model level or line level. Anywhere you can write this rule because your attributes are in product line level.
So if this particular, let's say if this particular region, like this array attribute region,
Mhm.
is common for all the models, then it's better to write at the product line level, right?
Yes, yes,
Because if I think of this Star Labs also, right?
yes.
This I'll just open. If I
Yeah.
open any model here, Starlight also, let's say Starlight, it has this optional accessories section, okay?
Mhm.
And then if I go to Starbook, uh, it has also at the bottom optional accessories. And
Mhm.
if I go to Starfighter, so basically this is something what I'm getting everywhere, optional accessories. Only some of these values changes depending on the model.
Yes,
So, so for this case, optional accessories is an array attribute at product line level,
yes.
and the recommendation rule will also be at product line level.
I mean, because you want to use it for other models also.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So I'll do one thing. I'll create at product line level only for now.
Yeah.
So recommendation list add. I'll say set uh, set um, try what was that?
You can say populate a file for a set.
Populate parts details uh, array, or not array. I think info. Populate part details info. This will be for rules, do we need to mention something in the end as a recommendation rule or something, or it is just the name like this only?
You
Uh,
can mention it's your choice. So for example, if see we sometimes we create some documents as part of some functionality or something like that. So we capture all the details there. So after sometime if you see that rule, if you come across that rule, by seeing the variable name, you will understand this is created at product line level. You
Okay,
don't need to
okay.
set your models, all your product families, all your product lines, all product families level or product family level. You don't need to search all the places.
But let's say if I want to know about that, this is a recommendation rule and this is a constraint rule and this is something. So do we do we have something like that?
No, for the label names, I feel we put that proper names because we have a. You are
For
asking the question.
recommendation rule, yeah, you were saying something that in the name, do we
Yes,
need to
yes.
do something like RC or so like RR or something like
No need.
this?
No need. Yeah. Why no need? I will say is so we are very particular in writing proper names, right? People who don't put proper names, so then they needs to write recommendation rule, constraint rule, something like that. Because sometimes I see some people writing rules, constraint rule titles. What I observed is hide these options for this functionality. Constraint
Ah,
rule type keep like that.
so
Their index is hide few options. Few options won't be there now. For that they keep hide these options. So for that
okay.
kind of we need that recommendation rule, constraint rule. But the name itself it should sound like what kind of rule it is. See, we read populate these details, right? So populate means recommendation rule. Simple.
Oh, perfect. Yes, this makes perfect
Hide
sense. Yes. So,
functionality. Yeah, hide this functionality, hide these attributes, hide these fields, hide for end user, hide for customer. These kind of titles we put for hiding rule. And for constraint rule, constrain these values, restrict these values. Something like that we'll put in the name.
got it, got it. Yeah, that makes sense to me also. Yes. Okay, fine. So now I'll do action attribute as I'll select not all products. I'll say uh, I want to select this, this, and this. These three attributes. Right?
Yes.
I need to click add and values to set. I'll go to because this is what I see here. What you are requesting me, static
Yeah.
rule. We have to go
Yeah.
for BML.
Yes. Yes.
So I'll go to BML. Then I'll say in the name function. Uh, I'll say configurable attributes, product line, parts. Click here. Then same for quantity. Click.
One minute. Why we are adding attributes here? What is this section for?
I'm just adding because let's say if I want to use it, yeah, so we don't need this, right? Okay,
This area is rule inputs. If you want to use any field as rule input, then only you need to add it here.
got it. Okay.
Since you
Uh,
want to pop the attributes, you created them as action attributes already.
right, right. So, for
So
example, let's say if I want to use this CF start end node attribute to populate the values, then
yes,
I have to
then you
incorporate
need to, yes,
CF1.
yes,
Okay.
yeah. Since we didn't create any attribute for our source string, so in every script we can simply define in the first line. So like for example, parts data or source string or something, some variable you can create and assign that static string in every
Okay.
script.
Now, I mean, I can just simply, this is function should return type as a string array, it's saying. So,
Yeah,
first of all, I need to, let's say,
initial
initialize a variable called as
parts
out.
array. Action attribute is parts attribute, na? So you can say parts array.
parts array equal to how we define here, like string
followed by square brackets open and close. Yeah, no need
like
of
this.
capital. Yeah, you can keep capital S, but it is not required. Simply small s string. And every
Uh,
statement in should end with semicolon.
okay, got it. Okay. Now this is one thing, and now I have input, let's say payload.
Yeah,
Okay, this is my this, and I define it will automatically recognize using this double quotes, right? String.
yeah, it will treat it as string. Yes, if you put something in double quotations, it will treat it as string.
Okay. Now I need a function that can break values first of all using double hash. So I
Yes,
need to say split
yes.
rows record split split row record.
Yeah, variable name can be something like row data or row array or row information, something like that you can put.
Yes, so row record I can say.
Yeah, yeah. Row record array also we need to keep, but why you will understand now. So you have this
I can
input
say
data.
simply say rows, right? That is all. That is enough. Rows.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. So now you have this input string. So what we need to do by seeing the data, we can understand here three parts related information is there. And each part related information is having three different data. One is part name, one is part number or part name. Yeah. Second one is quantity. Third one is its price.
Hmm.
If you want to display this in a tabular structure, then we can understand three rows related information is there here. And if we want row specific information, what delimiter we can see, hash hash is a row delimiter kind of thing. So we need to find rows by splitting it with hash, and we can find the columns by splitting the row wise data with @
Hmm. Yes, so
So
that's what so I want to know, is there any built-in function that can split the string depending on a
yes,
delimiter?
yes, we have. It is split function, and that function will have two parameters. Split of, yeah, first parameter is whatever the string you want to split. You can use the variable reference. Yes. Second parameter is with what you want to split with.
Like this?
Yes. In double quotations, it means it is a string. Yes. The split
Ah,
function
perfect.
is an array.
Okay. Now I want to iterate through these rows. So is there something
Yes.
like for I in
Yes.
rows,
Yes. For
or I will say
let me tell
for
me.
row in rows?
Yes. 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 Open square. Open curly brace. Close flower bracket. Yeah. So this is
Okay.
a for loop structure, for loop block. So in this block, you will get access to each row data. So once you get each row data, again you need to pull column data. But this is a action script of only parts array set na. So parts array attribute na. So you just need only one information out of the all the three columns.
So just let me know if I'm doing correctly, and then you can
Yes,
tell me. So this I don't want split actually. I want the first occurrence here from this row. So my idea is that I am creating three variables inside this for loop: part, quantity, and price. Okay.
yes,
Using this row value, I
yes,
want to take the first from this text using the delimiter part. So
yes,
I cannot use split here because split will actually return an array.
yes.
Here I want to use something like a substring, like substr or something like that, part of that string.
Yes. That substring kind of thing will be there, but how like uh, it is better to use this only, like because in huge data you may find these special characters also.
Okay.
We are not sure. So what you can do is again simply, so do a split again, and in that array you can get the first index of the array.
Oh, okay, okay, got it. So
Yeah.
basically, what I can do is I will say one more variable data, and this I will say at the rate,
Yes.
and using this I will say data at first index, which is 0,
Yeah. Here
then
index starts with 0 only for array.
and this will be for 1, and this will
Yeah.
be 2.
Yes.
And now,
Finally, you need to capture all the parts by looping through all the raw data, and that whole parts, like all the parts after each iteration, should return to your UI attribute. So now you initialize your UI attribute. That is fine. But how you will put all that information in this UI attribute, like that return array. So for that, to store each value in an array, so we have also one more default function called append. Append
oh,
accept two parameters. First parameter
okay.
is array. Second
So
parameter
I
is
can
which
say
value
append this into basically
part.
uh, part,
You can write part,
then,
or you can skip that initialization and directly put data of 0 here itself.
and similarly I can say quantity, and similarly I can say price.
Yeah, but here we are missing something. This script is confined to parts attribute. You can't make use of this quantity, price, etc. This script is confined to parts attribute.
Or how will I add quantity and price then?
That Yeah, you need to write similar script for another action attribute, which is there in the back screen. This is for parts attribute only. Similarly, you need to write script for quantity attribute. Similarly, you need to write script for price attribute.
Oh, oh my God. This is very hectic.
Yeah.
Why CPQ has done like this? If you are doing programmatically, everything should be done there only. Okay, got it. So in that case, I don't even need this quantity and price here, right? I can just say part,
Yes.
and
You can directly
and
script that not equals to data initialization, and you can directly put that in this where append function directly if you want.
that's it, right? Return parts array finally.
Yes. Yes.
Validate compilation. We expecting
Oh,
this.
can you zoom in a little
Ah,
bit?
return array. There is no semicolon. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Done. Save and close. And
Yes.
then I will just copy this entire thing. I will
Yeah.
say save and close. Then go to quantity, same BML function, paste it here. Instead of part, I will say quantity, and here I will say quantity. And this will be data as 1, not 0, at 1,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And this will be not parts array, it will be quantity array, and this will be also return quantity array. Okay.
And
Validate.
even in the append function also quantity array.
Ah, yes. It gave me error also. Variable parts array is being
Yes.
used. Compilation.
Yeah.
Good. Validate. Return type should be float. Okay. So this should be float. validate.
Oh, yeah, created it as a float, na? Okay.
Yeah, so
Yep.
now error in line 8. So this I have to now typecast. So is there any something like float and then I
Uh,
can put it inside like
A
this?
to F. A to F function name, default function name. Instead of float, write A to F. A T O
A,
F. That means
okay,
text to float.
okay, perfect, perfect. Okay, it's now gone. And then I'll copy this again and I'll say save and close. And for price attribute, I will just do same thing, but I will say price here. This will be true. This will be price, price array, price, price. Okay. So this is save and close. Now these are done. Then I'll say add.
Yeah, and mostly quantities you can take it as integers, uh, measures kind of thing like weights or any kind of thing you can take as float.
Yeah, you are right. So basically, yeah, quantity doesn't make any sense to be float. You are right. So I should actually, yes, uh, price makes sense. Quantity
Yes,
does
yes,
not.
yeah.
If I go
How
to
can I change
attribute,
the data type?
quantity array, list, general. Oh, I cannot change now, right?
Yes, no problem.
Anyways, for now it's okay. But
Yeah, no problem.
I got your point.
Yeah,
So I'll go now and deploy this.
yeah,
I should have thought when I was defining that time.
yeah.
Okay, it's done. I'll say start over and then Star Labs test product line.
We need to do something else also, but we'll understand now.
Okay, parts quantity price row number one, column price array, system recommendation. It is
Yeah,
splitting the data, so I can see 250 P009 and 7.
logic, everything is happening, but it is not just setting to the attribute.
Okay, so
And
row
one more
number.
thing also is failing, we are missing with that we will see. So now you go to the rule in a different tab. Below your action script, there is something, one field. Yeah, see set type is there, na? Below action script. Below action script. Uh, yeah,
Set type.
yeah, yeah. So if it is none, it won't set. If it is set, it will set the value. If it is forced set, it will set the value and make it not editable field.
Oh,
Yeah, since this is not edited by end user, you can keep it as forced set for all because user will just see that information in that table.
But what is the use case of none then?
Right, like for example, if you want to if you have multiple scenarios, like multiple rules you need to build in some situations,
Hmm.
but the conditions are different. So for the same logic, in one situation you will keep it as none, you just recommend but you won't set any
Oh,
value. In other
okay.
case, you will set the value. It depends on like that. In some
Got
situations what we do is logic is same, but rules will create multiple rules. For this user it should be a set type, for this user it should be a forced set type, like that.
So you mean to say, let's say if there are multiple recommendation rule that uses common action attributes, then
uh,
we need to decide which rule should be used as none and which rule should be used as set and which rule should be used as force set, depending on the
yeah,
conditions.
yes, kind of, but I'll give you a short example which I'll try to relate it to this. So for example, uh, you have two users for your business,
Hmm.
okay, two customers or two users you can say, okay. One user is manager and one user is salesperson, okay.
Okay.
After building this application, you will give this entire system to the two people, one is for manager, one is for salesperson, okay. You built everything, so they're able to showcase your parts information, quantity and prices to the end users, both manager and salesperson, okay. But when selling them in real time, these people will sit in front of system and in front of customer na? So when selling them, uh, salesperson is lesser category of employee, right, compared to manager.
Hmm.
So for a salesperson, you will make the fields as not editable. So he can simply show that information to the customer and he can decide whether customer wants to proceed further or not. That's it. But if you give this same system to manager, you will give some kind of privileges to the manager. For example, if customer is asking some kind of discount, so manager can decrease that 100 rupees price to 90 rupees. He can do that editing on the screen.
Yeah, yeah, I understand. In our business, manager will not do this. Manager will ask sales, give every access to sales user. Manager is just to look and approve, okay? Because
Okay. Yeah,
at the
I
end of
just
the day,
tried to repeat something because of this access to to give some
yeah, yeah.
example. I
But
just
yeah, I got your point. Yes, yes, it makes sense, right?
yeah
So to identify who is manager, who is salesperson, we will get to know in future, right? Like how to
yeah.
get.
Right now we are using this instance now. We are also one of the user of this instance. We are using that Mancut credentials now.
Hmm.
So he is also one user. So for this user, there will be some privileges. Whether he is an admin user or sales user, he can be added into different groups: a sales group, admin group, or commercial group, account manager group, sales specialist group, anything like that. You can find that. Yeah, internal user section. Open our user Venkat. Yeah, open it. Left side hyperlink. Yeah. So at the top, you can see two tabs. One is this admin tab, main tab, and the second one is groups. So this person can be added to account manager groups, sales specialist groups, admin groups, or any kind of things. So basing on these groups, we can give some access. Or basing on the username itself, also we can give some access in the logic, BML logic. It depends on our requirement.
Now I have a question now. Let's say, as you mentioned that depending on these groups that is associated with the user, and
Yeah.
we have recommendation rules that one is created for business administrator, one is created for sales user. Now both
Yes.
rules satisfy because this user is part of both the group, right?
Yes. Yes.
Then which one will trigger? Which one will fire at the
Whichever
end?
the rule is having first order.
Okay, so there it comes order. Okay.
Yeah. Example, rule one, you are searching condition for first group, and rule two, second condition for second group. Whatever the thing is there in the first rule, for example, in first rule you are setting one, and second rule you are setting it two, it will set one because the first rule is triggering first. Because the conditions are same, na? When conditions are same, two recommendation rules will come into the scene. When two recommendation rules for same attribute comes into the scene, it will take blindly the rule order in the rules list page.
So first come, first serve. Whatever is satisfied first, it will just fire it.
Yeah, it is for recommendation rules. But coming to the constraint rules, it's a combination, it's a kind of union.
Oh,
For
so
example, you are constraining first option with first constraint rule and second option with second constraint rule. If both are running, if both rule conditions are met, it will constrain both options finally. But those both options are being constrained by different rules. But at the end user side, both options will be constrained.
makes sense. Okay. Yeah, because constraint. Yeah, that's nice to
Yes,
know.
it is similar to hiding rules also, similar to constraint rules.
Okay. Sorry, I just moved to another topic completely.
No problem.
I test product line. I'll go to configuration flows. No, I have to go to recommendations, and I saved it or not. I just need to check. No, I didn't save. Set, 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 apply and back and back. So, Karthikeyan, like how long you have been working in this tool, CPQ? Uh,
Uh, it's 9 plus.
Great. Okay, perfect. So, I mean, yeah, thanks to GoLogic, I mean, they assigned someone experienced guy for this.
Don't think like that. I also know. I also don't know many things here.
No, no, I mean, see, now you know the problem here is right, like I don't want to say, but that is true because right now there are a lot of training platforms if you search on Google, right?
Yeah,
And unfortunately, not everyone has a very trained professional guy who explains the use case, the basic nitty-gritties. Like, theoretical knowledge everyone can give. Even Oracle has their own MyLearn platform, and you can get all these things. But where this in-person live training is helpful is that you know to get to know the business case, the specific
yeah,
scenario. Those
yes,
things come from experience only.
yes, yes.
Okay, so I'll go to homepage now. Let's see now what is, or this I can say start over in this page. Configure test model.
If you are bored of that huge list, deployment list, you can delete that.
Okay, it added only one record,
Yes.
but we have in the text.
Yeah. In the array controller, enter 2 and update. Array controller. Yeah. And update.
Oh, okay,
3 and update. 4
okay.
and update.
Got it. So four will have a blank row. Okay,
Yeah. So what we need to do is when you are trying to populate the array set, whatever the rows it can be. So you should also populate the respective array controller as matching data. For example, in your dynamic real-time scenario, if your logic is returning 3 rows, you should make sure you are populating the array controller size to 3. If it's 5 rows,
okay,
something
got
like
it.
that. So go to
So
your rule, same rule.
yeah, I'll go back. Let me do this. So I understand your point. Yeah, that makes sense actually. So,
Yeah,
uh, because that controller attribute is what it is deciding the
number
the
of
number of rows, right?
yes.
Okay. So if I say test product line, uh, So what I will do, right? I will try to make it dynamic, okay? Because I don't want to make hard code some value and put it there as 3. What I'm thinking
Here,
is that based on the input payload, like in this case, in this input payload,
what you write the logic, it is dynamic only. If this input data is like 100 rows tomorrow, it will run still. You wrote the logic in that way.
right, right. So what I can do is I can say in this recommendation rule, uh, populate parts info. Uh, I will go and I will add another attribute,
Yes.
and here I will say controller also add, and this I need to bring it up. I can do like this. No.
No need. It will take care. System will take care on next refresh. Whatever the list you are seeing, the order, it is based on attributes order in real-time attributes list.
Okay, okay, got it.
Yeah.
So
As soon as
yeah,
you
because
refresh, it will go up.
okay, got it. So then what I can do is this.
You need to write logic for this, and you need to update the set type for this.
Yes. Uh, what I can do is I can say define BML function. Okay,
Yeah.
and then this is an integer, right? So I will say uh, total uh, total records record count. Initially, I will set it to 0.
You can set it to 1. Array controller size by default is 1.
Okay, fine. Total record count as 1, and then I will uh, now I want to get the value here. So basically, because I need an input from uh, to see the.
Yes, you already wrote all the logic in for your previous action attributes. You can use the same.
Okay, but I am setting the value.
Yes,
What I'm trying to think is that uh,
you are trying to make use of either your parts attribute or quantity attribute or price attribute.
yes, exactly. I want
So,
to use that information and just set the value dynamically.
yes,
What is the
yes, we can use it by using parts attribute or quantity attribute or price attribute as rule input. We can use it, and we can check how many elements are there in that either of the three arrays in real time. The same size you will return it here. This is what your thought.
yes, correct, correct. Yes,
But but this is a array controller attribute, right?
right.
In the attributes list, whenever we got to know that configuration attributes have this ordering issue, so array controller will come first in order, right?
Uh-huh. Okay.
So rules related to array controller will run first, and then your array attributes, because your
Oh,
array attributes are having less order. So if you are trying to use your array attributes in the array controller, it is a wrong scenario. It will still work with double update issue. After second update only, it will populate your array controller.
oh,
You can
got it.
first it will populate your three arrays. Then in second update, it will populate your array controller. Because on first update, all the three arrays got populated. It will make use of that, and it will set the logic in second update.
Okay, I understand now. Okay.
So now
So,
what you do is you need to do the same logic what you used for populating array attributes, but not completely. You need a little of it only here. Take the logic of your array, any of the array attributes, copy it, yeah, and in this script, yeah. So now you don't want the data. You don't want price data, parts data, or you don't want quantity data also. You just want to recognize how many rows are there in this. That's it.
Yeah, so that will be simple. So I can just say in this for loop, I can just say total record count plus plus. Plus plus works in BML.
Uh, no, it won't work. So if you want to write that statement, so you can write like variable equals to variable plus 1.
Okay, like Python. Okay.
Yeah, this works, but this is also not needed. Where do you have your total information? In line number 3, right?
I have basically total information, number of rows in line number 4.
Yes. So your third line is having total information and your fourth line is having total rows, row specific data. That means it has all the 3 rows related data or all the 5 rows related data at runtime. So as this
Right.
is having row specific data, we just need to find this is an array. That's why you need to keep the name as rows array. Then you will more understand. More logic will come into the scene now. Rename it as rows array. Yeah. Whenever you have this array kind of variables, there is one more default function called size of an array.
Oh, then it's perfect. So basically,
You don't need
uh,
this for loop also.
yeah, so I can just return
Size of,
return something like rows
yeah,
array.
size of array, parameter, your array name.
Dot. I can use something like dot or
No, no, the same. How you write split function, similarly you need to write size of array, parenthesis. In that you need to pass your parameter, nothing but array name.
size of
Array
array like this,
of only one parameter it will have, your array name. Yes,
like this.
yes, yes,
So I need to do one more thing here is that let's say I need to check something. So let's say if this is equal to 0, then I should return my total record count, what is there in as 1. But if it is not 0, then I return uh, the size of array, what is there. Because
yes.
if say
This
it
called
is 0,
yeah, this is called as error handling, but this we don't want in this scenario because you have your input data right now. If it's this input data is coming from external system or any other external attribute, in that case you don't know whether data is there or not, but now you have this data in your code itself, so there is no chance of getting 0. Every time it will throw 3.
yeah, so I will do one thing. Yes, so actually I can comment how to comment line in BML.
Double slash, yeah, it works. This is a single line comment. If you want to write a multi-line comment, it is slash star, I mean asterisk
Okay,
and asterisk close slash, yeah.
so for now I can simply say this. Only this will work.
Yes,
Input payload, rows array, and return size of array, rows of array. Right?
yes. Oh wait, what is throwing? Can you zoom in?
Uh,
I'm not able to see that. You can read it for me.
no such function size of array.
What?
No such function size of array. So this function name.
Spelling. Array, spelling C, array. Triple R.
Oh yes, yes, yes. Sorry, my bad.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gone. Okay, save and close. Uh, Update and back. Oh, I need to set also, right? So this should be
Okay. Yes.
set type to set. Uh, Apply, update and back.
You can see the attribute order it went up.
Yeah, I saw that now. It's updated. So now it is showing controller first and then the
Yes.
parts. Okay. I will go with deployment. And this is now becoming interesting. I have worked in multiple applications in my entire career, right? So uh, selling a product is not that easy, I would say, and
Yes,
there are many scenarios to sell a product. That's where I mean, CPQ has this lot of features where we can do many things.
yes,
So, okay, perfect. Now it's working fine.
yeah. If you
And
change
also,
this,
I
like
can see three as set. Okay, got it.
yeah. So in your scripts, if you go to each script and if you update, increase the rows or decrease the rows, still it will work. But if in case your business did any change in kinds of formatting the string, for example, row delimiter got changed or column delimiter got changed, in that scenarios, you will face issue. Again, you need to update your logic.
So it will throw an error on this screen if if the data come is different
Uh,
tomorrow.
no, it until some exception encounters, it won't throw any error. It may show you like wrong data.
Like if say tomorrow instead of this.
That split function itself, it will fail. I mean, it won't fail. It will split function will throw only one uh, what one element of array.
A split, I was thinking split will return blank array because that that delimiter itself is not there. So
Delimiter is not there. So what it will do is it will give that only one value.
oh, still it will return one value in that case.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. So yeah, then we will see that. I mean, someone will report an issue that why I'm getting only one record here, but there is more data available for this
Yeah,
particular.
you may see one. It depends on the change. You may see one data for some kind of change. He may see some junk value, like kind of string he can see in the first row if some kind of change happens, or he may encounter runtime errors also if something kind of change also happens. It depends on what type of change to that data.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, fine.
Yes. So when kind of information they will always communicate. So this is the fixed structure. You can build on this. If there are any changes, they will let us know.
Understood. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was quite good exercise. So I'll think of some other also. So what I will do, right, as a homework, I will add one more array attribute in this array set, and that will be basically a list of value. Basically, some drop down will be there, and depending on each part, I will try to constrain that drop down. So like P009 will show three values, P102 will show one value, and P113 will show three values. And this I will try to do by using constraint rule. But I really don't know how. Let's see.
Your voice is breaking mostly.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes, yes. You're audible now.
Yeah, I was saying that as a homework, I will do one attribute, adding one attribute in this array set with a list of value. Like there will be some list, and then
Uh,
I will, sorry.
yeah, again, it started breaking. I understood something like you will, as part of homework, you will extend the scenario to like a couple of attributes more, and you will do that, something like that.
Yes, this attribute I will add as a list. There will be list of values in that
Okay, okay.
attribute.
New select menu kind of thing you're saying. Okay, yeah,
Yes, and then
yeah.
based on this particular part, like P009, I will control that list number of values. So let's say I will show three values for P009. P102 will have two values, and
Okay.
P113 will have only one value in that list.